Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Welcome back. I know I'm late, but I wanted to tried to do a modified Monday earlier today and didn't work out. I was working and it was just a little too dark. When I went back and watched the video, you just couldn't really see anything. And I mean, you could see stuff, but just didn't wasn't worth it. Let's put it that way. If y'all see me glancing over, I've got a new monitor that I've been testing out. Actually, this is my first test on it, actually, for an actual video. But it's pretty cool. Hooks up through HDMI, so now I can use my rear-facing camera and actually get good footage without, you know how that front-facing camera just doesn't do it all the time. So yeah, so now I can just kind of watch the screen. I was using a little, it basically looks like a rear view mirror that I was glancing over and looking back into the phone. So this definitely helps a lot, makes it a lot easier. So let's not show that yet. I want to do like a quick pocket dump before I show what I have for Modified Monday. In my back pocket, I've been carrying the 726. This is one of the Buck exclusives. I forget how they web special or web exclusive, but it doesn't have the finger hole like they normally do. So you see, let me hold it down. So you can see that one has the hole, and this one does not. But I went ahead and did what Chuck did and put the little thumb stud on there. I had a 3-pack that's been sitting around for gosh, 4 or 5 years, and I never really did anything with them. And but it works great on this knife, so I went ahead and threw it on the orange one. But yeah, this is the green. It is 726, I believe. Yeah, so it's a 726. That pretty green. I love that green. It's almost like a emerald green almost. I don't know, just very flashy. Side, I always got something on my belt. Today was a sharp finger, complete with the little bear fighting the dog, or dog fighting a bear. But I've really fallen in love with the scrimshaws here lately. And I was gifted one, which I need to show off in a video. And this one is obviously has been used. You can see some of the scratches on it. Somebody took a file or a wire wheel to it at some point. You can kind of see along the top edge. If I can get y'all can see I'm kind of having a trouble with the doing the camera or the monitor. But yeah, this is just this one is sweet. I've got it right here. This is a Chinese version I got from Walmart years ago, and still a good knife. I don't know that I ever carried this one, but this is the 152 OT, and this is the Schrade SC 205. And of course this one is USA made, but just a really cool knife. You can kind of grab up here a little bit because it's not sharpened all the way to the edge. You can kind of see. So yeah, you can kind of grab right back here, and you're you're good to go. But yeah, I just, no, I don't skin game. I don't hunt. I used to hunt when I was little with my dad, but we moved to some property. I'll tell you the story. We moved to some property, when I was younger, and we had deer on the property, and they almost kind of became pets, and we didn't want to hunt our deer, but yeah, we both just kind of fell out of it. Dad fell out of it, so I fell out of it, and like I said, this was back when I was younger, so I haven't hunted since I was 14, 15 years old or something like that, maybe 16, but mid-teens. But anyways, that's besides the point. Let's get into what we're all here for. I've got, I guess, two things to show off. So this is a new slip that I have recently finished. It's got buffalo on the back, and it is laminated leather again on the front. Just, trying something a little different. Like I said, with that last slip that I showed with the kind of snake print, I just kept seeing the stuff in not Hobby Lobby, Michael's, and just had to get it. So we made something with it. And riding inside of that slip is, I don't believe I've showed this one off. This is the Kentucky Bluegrass Sodbuster Jr. Now it may look a little different to you. Originally, I'll throw in a picture because I've got a before picture. But originally, this line here that runs all the way down along the bottom, that, I believe that's the one. Yes. That was originally just little jig, jig going along. And then it was a groove, and then there were jigs. So basically, I didn't like it. I don't like that mix match, kind of pattern. So I just took out the little jigs and just made another groove to match the rest of them, and then re-dyed it a little bit, because you start getting into a little bit of that white bone. You see a little bit of the white showing through. So yeah, I had to re-dye it a little bit with some green, and I really like how that one came out. Now, you might notice I added a little bit of jimping. I might go a little bit deeper on it. You can feel it, it's there, but I might go just a tad bit deeper with it, just to give it a little more grip. But I also added a half stop, so it snaps right into that half, and shouldn't have any problems with it closing on your finger. I've never had any issues with one closing on my finger anyways. If you know how to use a knife, then you shouldn't have a problem with them closing on your finger. I know there's always that accident that's waiting to happen, but like I said, if you're careful and know what you're doing, you won't hurt yourself. But again, I just wanted to kind of jump on and do a late Modified Monday. Haven't done one in a little bit, and wanted to get one out. Big shout out to Big Jim, because I want to say every Monday since I first started my Modified Monday, that man has made a Modified Monday. He has kept my hashtag going when I wasn't. Big Jim, Barlow Brigade, I appreciate you for keeping it going strong, brother. And I guess that's about it that I really have to show. This was, like I said, I did add a little sharpening choil in there. I like adding some sharpening choils on mine. I don't know, sometimes they just look like something's missing when you don't have one on there. So, in my opinion. But I really like this. I got this one from Brother Bobby at RDS Wood Turning and Acrylics. And I've carried this one a few times, actually. Just a really cool knife. And I do like how they swell. Excuse me. My daughter is sick again, and I think she has passed it on to me again. Feel a little something coming on. I hope I can kick it. But here's another one. You can kind of see, most of the time the bones come thinner, but this one is actually a thick girl. It is basically the same size as a, oh gosh, why can't everything's in reverse. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, it's almost basically the same thickness, if not a little bit more than the Delrin versions. So I do really like that. It's just got a little bit of meat in your hand when you're holding it. And I guess since I showed those, I tell you what, let's make it a full-blown Modified Monday. So here's another Soddy Jr. I added a lanyard hole. I have showed this one off before. Got my little coon on there. But I did add jimping, and you can kind of see this one's a little bit deeper. So I might go a little deeper on mine. On this new one, the green one, I mean. They're all mine. But yeah, I did a little front and rear finger jimping on this one. Half stops. This one has a little bit more of a click to it when it snaps in there. And I don't really know why, because everything is pretty much shaped the same. Except for the back spring looks a little bit different. So it's no telling. But half stops, a little like Bowie clip point on that one. Seen a lot of spear points, and I wanted to do a little clip point action on this one. Again, finger jimping, front and rear, and half stops. And this one that I did show, believe it or not, well, we all know how expensive the mahogany bone, well, just any of the mahogany bones really, can get. And I really wanted a mahogany bone. And I had this one I have not added half stops to, but this is carbon steel. If I can, these stamps just don't do it. But you can tell there's a little bit of Teeners on there. But yeah, carbon steel, and I dyed this one. This was originally amber bone. So like I said, I wanted a mahogany bone. And it's pretty darn close. It's probably not quite as dark as a mahogany bone. But I really like it. And I've carried this one quite a few times too, but this is going to be the next one that gets the half stop mod. But just makes half stop just makes them so much more fun, just kind of fidgety. especially when they have a good click to them, you know, like that one does. That one's just got a good click to it. But I feel like I'm rambling now. But I wanted to show off, like I said, a modified Monday, and just kind of keep it rolling. Don't want to keep Jim having to do all the work, but I do appreciate you, Jim. But I appreciate everybody for stopping in. I'm sure everybody's heard the news of Randy. We need to keep his family and keep his family and our thoughts, because I'm sure that's very hard on them. I'm sure that they had more, knowledge of what was going on. But yeah, nonetheless, it's got to be hard on them. And we also need to keep Brother Wally, his grandson. If you haven't heard, he was in the hospital. Not sure if he still is, but 11-month-old. I won't get into any details. I don't feel like it's my place. But yeah, so keep them in your thoughts. I do hear his grandson is doing better, so that is a huge plus. But even then, we still need to keep them, in our thoughts. So thank you all, everyone. Thank you all for all the views, all the new subscriptions, all the new subscribers. Welcome aboard. I hope y'all see something that you like, that keeps you, hanging around. But yeah, we're gonna have some leather work coming up here shortly. I've got a few custom pieces or orders that have come in that I need to work on. Holidays are just kind of making things a little crazy right now, so as soon as the holidays are done, we're gonna get to work on the the more involved stuff. But until then, y'all have a good one, and keep your blades sharp and your leather worn, and I will catch y'all next time. Peace.